join the ranks.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ethan Mayer from JDOG, and today we are in the city of brotherly love. So you're probably asking me what brought me here, and that'd be March's Influencer of the Month, JDOG. I'll save the introduction for him and how he's started his franchise, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of the morning, then we'll go say hi to him. Stay tuned. I'm Mike Stedman, or Michael Stedman if you want to go with that. I grew up in the Virginia Beach area, and it's a big military town. My father was military, and I knew I was destined to be in the military.
Dwight Fowler Davis, former Marine, 4 years. I was a parachute rigger, paratrooper from 98 to 02.
So I joined the Army, did 4 years in the Army, got out, and a buddy of mine, my business partner now, had posted on social media about, it was something to do with video making. And we met up together, and I saw he owned I saw the truck he had, and it was a JDOG truck. And I was like, what is JDOG? And he's like, oh, it's a junk removal company. It's a veteran owned and operated junk removal company locally.
Currently, I'm the owner or co-owner of a UPS store in Philadelphia, and we were in the market for looking at another franchise. This catered to us because myself and the other owner of the UPS store were both veterans. So it was perfect. It was perfect. A lot of veterans know that that transition is hard. It's a difficult transition from military to civilian side.
My name is Jerry Flanagan. I started JDOG in 2011. Launched it as a junk removal service in my local neighborhood. Going back to my military times, I was a 31 kilo wire dog, got out in 1989 and went straight into college, with the dream of playing college football and using my Montgomery GI Bill to get me through school. Unfortunately, I ran out of money and I had to leave school in less than a year. Thought that possibly I could use my military status and get a job in communications, maybe telephone wiring or something, but it turned out that wire dog did not relate to anything in the field that I was trying to get to. So I went ahead and took that leap. I went out and started my own business in retail. Crashed and burned, number one, was in 1999. Did not have enough capital to continue the business I was in. Fast forward 6 years later, I tried it again. And this time I had no idea that the economy was going to crash on me. So there was lesson number two: don't rely on a recession business. Recession-proof business is what I Googled, but what came up was junk removal, doctors, pharmaceutical, those type of things. Junk removal was like right there. So I said, let me see if I can haul some junk and see what happens.
So a couple times last year I went out and I went on the job with him just to see what it's like. It's actually really fun. I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy the, moving and hauling. Keeps me active, I like getting out there, getting muddy and getting sweaty. That's the type of guy I am. I don't like being behind a desk. I like being out there and being out there on the job, pleasing a customer and letting them know that veterans, no matter what, can do stuff after they get out of the service.
Franchising as a whole is beneficial because that formula is already written. And I think that's good for a lot of veterans, specifically because veterans are taught to follow orders.
I do miss, being in the military. I do miss the camaraderie, the brotherhood, sisterhood. But with JDOG, it's the same exact thing. You feel like you're up early every morning, getting everything prepped and ready to go. You're out there on the road, having a good time. You're still serving the community. You have that, camaraderie you had when you're deployed. You're not really in deployment, but you have that. You can talk like you're a veteran, or like we might be a different branch, but we can still relate to the same thing.
I think in this day and age, I think it's good to just look for good people with good work ethic. But I do like to give a hand up to veterans. They are my brothers and sisters. So yeah, I absolutely do look for veterans.
My advice is find a veteran business to be part of. If you don't want to own your own business, work for a company that is pro-military. They need to have that respect. If you're silent of your military status and people don't know you served, I think it hurts our veterans. I think they want to show people that they were in the military and that they did serve the country. So they need to be a part of companies and different groups that recognize that and keep that alive.
Only 25 years old and owning a franchise is, pretty rare nowadays. And especially a veteran-owned franchise, and going back to the community and showing that veterans can go back to work. Putting veterans back to work is one of the biggest mottos with, JDOG, and serving the community. And so I really appreciate that opportunity that I'm doing right now. And for anybody out there who's willing to, pursue that career with JDOG, junk removal, it's a really rewarding opportunity. I would really highly recommend them.
Sure, I think that we need to look at the country right now and look back. And after World War II, I believe the stats are over 50% of the businesses were owned by veterans. It really changed the world. The way we got out of the service and came out and opened up businesses. Today, it's 5% of the businesses are owned by veterans, and I believe that we need to change that. I think veterans are great leaders. They've handled a lot of stress. and they've managed multiple situations, which I think any employer is looking for. But why make somebody else money? You know, be an entrepreneur, buy a JDOG, and work together.